Hi, I'm John from Just Whiskey. If you like today's show, please give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. And consider becoming a Patreon with the link in the description below. And thanks so much for the few Patreons that I do have that help support this channel and my journey. Much appreciated. And remember, folks, it's just whiskey. Today we're going to be talking about and reviewing an independent bottling of Glen Ord 15-year-old. The independent bottler is Small Batch Bottlers, and this is a single cask, and this is bottle number 186 of 301. It was matured in an oak hogshead. Doesn't say sherry. I believe it's just ex-bourbon. There's no hint of sherry in here, from my opinion. ABV 57.5%. It's a 700 milliliter bottle. Small batch bottlers are independent bottlers from Scotland. This was distilled in 2006 and bottled sometime in 2021, but it didn't hit the States until just a few months ago. Oh, shouldn't say it didn't hit my area until a few months ago. And I've been very intrigued by Glen Ord because it is a Diageo-owned workhorse distillery, and they don't have a core line. They don't release core expressions. However, Diageo, when they do their special releases every year, they have been known to include Glen Ord in there, but usually with some kind of wine finish or alternate maturation or whatever. But I've always been intrigued because I've heard really good things, and this is going to be a really good review. Just to cut to the chase, if you see an independent bottling of Glen Ord ex-bourbon, whether it's first fill or second fill, I don't know if this is first fill or second fill, but if you see one in the wild, I would highly recommend acquiring one if the price meets your comfort zone. Yeah, 700 milliliter bottle, and you're going to find this, if you can find it, any price range, anywhere from $110 to $150. Okay, so I paid closer to the 110, and I'm very happy with the purchase. Yeah. Oh, hi, Henry. You want to say hi? Oh, okay. This is King Henry, everybody. He's just meowing to come up here. Hi, Henry. You want to say hi to everybody? Oh, yeah. What a good boy. What a good boy Henry is. Okay. You going to help us with the nosing and tasting? Now, his sister Hazel, if I put whiskey anywhere near her, she flinches away, so I don't want to scare him away. I know you don't like it either, do you, Henry? Okay. So let's get in with the review with Henry, King Henry right here. I got distracted. I was supposed to nose it first, right? You want to hear the nosing notes. Boy, this is really good. I've been really enjoying it. All right, you want to get down? You want to step up here? Okay, here you go. How about this? You want to go right in front of the camera? You can. There you go. All right. On the nose, it's rich, voluptuous, fermented honey, mead, apple cider vinegar, a chalk. I can smell a chalkiness to it. Fruity spearmint. A bit of hemp, almost skunk-like cannabis, and slash a little bit of farmyard funk. That's on the lower list of sensations. Just an explosion, voluptuous, creamy, thick, viscous, sweetness transcends into a not a dryness, but a light bitter astringency. But the sweetness still stays there, parallel with the bitterness. Okay. Again, that fruity spearmint is in there. A hint of that apple cider vinegar. A little bit of mint, that spearmint is in there. And then you get that oak spice. And the finish is medium long. Again, with that sweetness transcends into an astringency with the oak spice, and then it does leave you so that oak spice transcends to a woodiness. Okay, some people are turned off by that woodiness, but to me, it's part of the experience. I mean, this juice has spent 15 years. So you'd expect to get not only some oak spice, but some wood notes. And so at the very end, you are left with that lingering, like sucking on an old popsicle stick or something like that. There is that element there. But it doesn't bother me in the slightest. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this. To me, this is a solid 90 or a 91, and maybe a little bit. If it didn't have and I'm trying to. That score is for my enjoyment. If it didn't have that, at the very end, that lingering woody note, which again doesn't bother me, but some people might be a little more sensitive to it. If it didn't have that, I would say this could even be a 92. But I'm going to stick with 90 to 91. I'll say a 91 for me, for my enjoyment. And I paid closer to the $110, which I think was in today's economic environment, I think it's great value for money. You don't find these very often. So I highly recommend, if you find an independent bottling of Glen Ord without a wine finish. I mean, I'm sure maybe some of the wine finishes or sherry maturations, I'm sure those can be good as well. But I'm picking up what the distillery characteristics in this, the distillate driven, 15 years in an oak cask. This is, very, very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, I could go on and on and on, but I'm not. So, if you like today's show, give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and consider becoming a Patreon with the link in the description below. And remember, folks, it's just whiskey. So hats off to you all, and take care. Where's Henry?